Hey guys, what's going on? It's your big bro Nate coming back at you with another video. So today's topic is going to be about doing it when you don't feel like doing it. All right. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump in. So guys, today I wasn't feeling like going to the gym. So I was like, man, I should probably do it anyway. And I think one of the biggest issues, guys, and tell me if you can relate to this, is we get so caught up in how we feel, even as men, right? Even if you're a woman watching this, right? Feelings that can overtake our life in so many ways. And it's good to be in tune with feelings, don't get me wrong. More people should be, okay? You should be in tune with how you feel. You should be in tune with what you're feeling, how certain things affect you. That's very important. You should not stuff those feelings down. That causes a whole host of other problems, okay? And in today's day and age, it's so easy to get into one of those extremes, right? Where you're either told to totally suppress your feelings and stuff them down, and we see the problems that come from that. Now we've kind of swung in the complete other direction, which says that you should totally express your feelings and you should act out every which way you feel, no matter what, okay? Well, guys, the issue with that is sometimes it can be really detrimental to you. I mean, think back to all the times that you acted on a feeling. Now, really think about this, okay? Most times when we act on feelings, it doesn't necessarily go very well for us, okay? Think about the time that you felt super attracted to some girl, right? And you try to approach her and you tried to, talk to her or whatever. Probably didn't go too well, right? You were leading with your feelings. You were leading with how you felt in that moment. You weren't being grounded. You weren't focusing on how you felt. And that's one of the things a lot of people forget about, right? You don't want to become like a narcissist and only focus on how you feel, but you don't want to either focus on the other person completely, right? You have to have a balance, and you should be very aware of how you're feeling. Another great example is, let's say that you felt, right, that you should do something such as go to school for a particular degree. You felt like it was the right thing to do. You felt like this was your calling without really weighing the pros and cons, without researching it, right? You felt like you should go that way. You felt like you should go to a party because your friends were pressuring you into it, and you convinced yourself it's going to be fun if you just go. But deep down, you really knew that you shouldn't go, and when you did go, you didn't really enjoy it, right? There's a lot of things, guys. We live life based off of feelings. For me, in particular, it really comes down to like the gym. If I'm feeling down, because I'm gonna be real with you guys, there's days I wake up and I do not feel like going to the gym. If you can relate, go ahead and like, go ahead and comment, hit that subscribe button. But there's times, guys, where I wake up and I don't feel, one, like getting out of bed. You don't feel like, eating breakfast or eating your pre-workout meal. You don't feel like getting your shoes on, going out the door, getting into your car, going to the gym, or just walking to your gym if it's close enough, right? We make all these little excuses like, well, I already worked out yesterday. I already worked out 2 days in a row. I already worked out 3-4 days in a row. I should probably rest today. I should probably take it easy. And guys, don't get me wrong, there are days you should take it easy, okay? You don't want to have a complete degradation of your, central nervous system, and your parasympathetic, and everything just shuts down, right? That's not fun. But don't cut yourself short based on feelings, okay? And don't just go for things because you feel really good about them either, right? This goes both ways, okay? Going back to the gym example, I didn't feel like going, but I went. I'm glad I went, had a great workout, felt 10 times better after the fact, and actually met somebody new in the gym, exchanged phone numbers. They actually ended up going to a church like right down the street from where I'm at. So I've actually never gone to that church. I've been to a lot of different ones, but never been to that one. So I was like, you know what? Might check it out. But imagine if I didn't go, guys. Imagine like 1, I would have not had a great workout. 2, I would have been one more day behind. 3, I would have never met someone new. Guys, honestly, I'll even take it a step further. I was on the treadmill, right? I was running. There's like this sprint program you can do. And I was running and I had my phone. There's like this little flat area you could put it on. And I was running and my phone like slipped off and fell onto the treadmill as I was sprinting. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And so I saw my phone go down, plop, and just shoot off. 1, I was worried about stepping on my phone, tripping over my phone, shot off. I'm like, man. And thankfully that person in the gym came up, gave me my phone. They were actually playing music on the speaker. They had a speaker in there and they were playing some Christian music. And it was actually really good Christian music. And I was just working out to that. Usually I had my headphones on and I was like, you know what? He seems like a pretty cool dude. Like, I'm just going to go say hi, say thanks again for, grab my phone. Ended up having a good conversation and learning a little bit about him and stuff. So, guys, you never know what would happen if you don't base your life off of feelings. I didn't feel like introducing myself. I could have just walked out. I could have just said, I already said thanks and just walked out. But I was like, man, why don't we face a fear, okay? And I'm gonna make a whole video on this, guys, but try to face a fear every day. Face a new fear every single day. And I promise your life is gonna transform. I used to live by that, but that's for another video. Today's video is about feelings. So guys, feelings, again, you don't act on them because those feelings come and go. Your emotions, they come and go. They need to be grounded in something. They need to be grounded in a belief. They need to be grounded in logic. They need to be grounded in something, okay? Be honest with yourself. How many times have you felt a certain way and within 2 minutes you feel a completely different way? Okay? You feel something, right? There's a biological, physiological, psychological, like there's all these different things going on with feelings, right? And it's good to think through those feelings. It's good to acknowledge the feelings, but you can't live life acting out on those feelings, okay? It's okay to feel joy. It's okay to feel peace. It's okay to feel upset. It's okay to feel angry. It's okay to feel, all these different things, but we shouldn't live life on those feelings, okay? We should be very realistic. We should be very smart with how we actually act out on what we feel. See if those feelings are real. Test them, okay? If you're religious or if you ever read the scriptures, there's a verse about you have to test the spirits, basically, okay? And that gets into like the spiritual side of things, but you have to test all these things. Where is this influence coming from? Where is this feeling coming from, okay? So next time, guys, when you don't feel like doing something, I'd encourage you, do it, especially if it's something you should do, okay? Like working out. You should do it. You don't feel like doing it. You feel kind of but do it, okay? Get out of your comfort zone, and you're actually going to be pleasantly surprised. You're going to be that much more grateful to yourself. That's going to catapult you, right? A lot of people get really focused on working out. It's not really that working out is going to transform your life, although for some people it can. It's all the mentality behind it. It's all the belief behind it. Okay, you can go to the gym. I've been guilty of this. I can go to the gym 6 days a week. I can go twice a day. I can do this for weeks. But if my mind's not in the right place, if I'm just going through the motions, if I'm just doing it because there's nothing else better to do, or the only thing I want to get from this is getting big, just putting on muscle, or some people just they chase the high of working out, right? You got to be careful with that too. But if my belief, if your foundation is, hey, maybe if I go to the gym and work out, I can actually build myself up as a person. I can instill discipline. I can be happy with myself. I can be content with myself. I can be proud of what I've accomplished, of being able to stick to something, and that foundation will carry you through. So the next time you don't feel like doing something that's good for you, that is, you take a step back, you look at it, you feel through it, you acknowledge it for what it is, and you do it anyway, right? And guys, here's another thing that I want to throw out there, okay? there are times where you should not, or there's not going to be time to really feel through something. Let's say there's a really high stress situation, okay? Or you're in a high stress environment where you need to make really fast, quick decisions. Feelings are not going to be your best friends in that moment, because most people, and I would say to some degree, all people, are going to feel negative emotions in some way or another. They're going to feel fear. They're going to feel like they should draw back. They're going to feel like they shouldn't put themselves in danger. They're going to feel non-confrontational. Again, everybody will feel it to some degree. Depends on the situation, depends on the person, all these different things. But you're always going to feel something. This ties into like courage, right? Especially when we're talking about fear, is when you have courage, you still have the fear, but the courage overcomes the fear. The courage is what replaces the fear. The courage is what you choose to do in spite of the fear. A lot of people talk about being fearless. That's not really possible. You're going to have fear. You're going to have doubts, right? It's having that courage. It's having that confidence in the face of that you're going to do it anyway. So guys, I encourage you, next time you don't feel like doing something, next time something's high stress or something, do what you know you need to do, make the right decision, okay? That's the biggest point. That's the biggest point I want to drive home for you in this video, is you got to make the right decision. Sometimes that's the sometimes that's the hardest decision that you're going to make. A lot of times it's easier to make these poor decisions. It's easier to make these decisions that are going to be more comfortable. But if you want to actually get further, if you want to have true peace, if you want to be proud of yourself, if you want to get somewhere, having that discipline, having that mental fortitude to say, I know what I need to do despite the feelings, guys, that's going to propel you. That's going to get you out of your pit, your dark pit, whatever that might be, out from under that dark cloud. You have to choose, whenever those feelings come up, know that you can make a choice then to do something about that feeling, and you can choose to make the right decision, which will in turn make things a lot better for you in the end. So guys, if you have any experiences or anything you want to talk about, let me know below. I'd love to hear about it. Go ahead and drop that like, comment, and of course the subscribe button is there as well. And guys, we'll see you at the next one.